Hello YouTube, it's Dbtgamer Show. My Luigi Superstar Saga review part 2, episode 157. If you haven't watched part 1, you go back and watch it. I talked about story, graphics, controls, music and gameplay, and some of the good about this game. So if you haven't watched part 1, you go back and watch it. Now let's pick up left off. I was just about finished talking about the Mario Bros minigame. Now I'm going to talk a bit more about the main game itself and hopefully finish off the review. The next thing I want to talk about is the map. The map is one of the best things in the entire game because most of the time, as long as you have this, you will never get lost and you will always know where you're going. Your destination is showed by a red flag and you're the two Mario Bros, obviously. And you press the A button, you can put the names on other places where you need to go. It's a very good map, it works really, really well. There are very few times I got lost in the game because the map is very, very good. The thing that's really great about the game is all the different equips you can get. I mean, each bro has 3 different equipments. You've got your jeans, which are basically your armour. Then your badges. Now the badges, they're a bit different. Badge can give you certain special abilities. Example, at the moment I'm wearing the bean badge, which gives me more bro points so I can do more bro attacks. It also gives me a slight boosted attack power. There's also badges that give you more offense, more defense, that sort of thing. So the badges, they basically just give your character a boost. The final thing you get is the accessories. I didn't find the accessories until right at the end of the game, so I haven't got that many of them. But the 2 accessories I do have, I got the bonus ring, which gives me double experience points for Mario. And for Luigi, I've got the greedy wallet, which doubles my coins. So the accessories are quite useful as well if you want to earn more experience points, more coins, or more of whatever the experience, or whatever the accessory does. Throughout the game, when you level up, the leveling up system works slightly different to other RPGs. Basically, after you kill a certain number of enemies, you'll gain experience points, and once you gain enough experience points, obviously you level up. But when you've leveled up, you'll gain some stats, and you also gain what I like to call a stat bonus. And you get to pick one of your stats at your choice to give an extra boost to. And the game gives you a little count that usually numbers from 1 to 5. And if you press A at the right time, you can get a really big bonus or a really small bonus. And it'll boost the stat that you choose accordingly. Which I thought was a really good idea. Because I like to go attack first, defense first, then keep going down. So I like the bonus leveling up system. That was really cool. The main town in the game is called Beantown. Now Beantown's a really good place, but throughout the game it goes through many changes. I mean, sometimes it looks like hell and all, it's all blown to pieces, and sometimes it looks hunky-dory. I think Beantown's the only town in the game, and it's where you can buy most of your equips. There's a shop for equipment, there's a shop for items, and there's also the coffee shop. The coffee shop is quite a good shop. It's one of my favourite shops in the game because throughout the game there's this little side quest, which you don't have to do, but it's recommended. You see these little circles on the ground with an X on them, and if you smash Luigi into the ground with your hammer, you can go to the ground underneath this X, jump back out again, and you'll get a bean. And if you take these beans to the coffee shop, you can get them made into coffees, of course. And depending on which coffee you make, you get an accessory. And you also get a certain health boost, which is really, really good. I only found out about this right at the end of the game, by chance, and it's actually a really good feature. You can get some really interesting accessories, and you can also get some really good stat boosts as well. Throughout the game, there's also several bosses. Some of the bosses are actually, really hard. One of the hardest bosses are probably the Koopa Kids towards the end of the game, because they have so many different attack patterns and so many different attacks. They can be really, really tricky. There's also loads and loads of mini-games throughout the actual main game itself. I think one mini-game involves collecting light bulbs whilst using some minecarts. If you manage to do it really, really well, you can get some beans, and also, if you're really lucky, some rare equipment. I also remember one right at the beginning of the game where you had to jump over some skipping ropes that Koopa Troopers were holding. And if you manage to do it really well, you got some beans and some really rare equips. And also, it was quite a good way of practicing jumping, because jumping in this game can be a little bit difficult sometimes. There's quite a lot of good puzzles in the game, but some of the puzzles are actually really, really hard. I mean, sometimes throughout the game you do find a little signpost which tells you the combination to the puzzle, but some puzzles are as simple as what they may seem, and some of them can be really, really difficult. There's also quite a lot of dungeons, and some of the dungeons can be really hard as well. So all in all, Luigi Superstar Saga is a very good RPG. Anyway, let's go to my complaints, YouTube, because I've run out of good stuff to say. Okay, now my complaints about Luigi Superstar Saga. I have very few complaints for this game. It is a very good RPG, and I had a lot of fun playing it in my college years. I only really have two complaints with this game. At some points in the game, I did get lost, even though the map is so helpful. The 3 points I remember getting lost in was when I was looking for these fruits to feed to the Yoshis. And I also remember getting lost when I was trying to get to the final area. I eventually found that I needed to turn Luigi into a surfboard and ride him all the way to the final level. Took me quite a while to figure that one out. My other complaint with the game that was kind of annoying, when it came to doing the platforming around the actual game itself, the game is sort of set in an isometric perspective, and certain things look 3D and certain things look 2D. And sometimes the perspective can be a little bit confusing, and therefore you can't always tell what you can jump on and what you can't jump on. But other than that, Mario & Luigi's Superstar Saga is a very good RPG for the Game Boy Advance. And if you're a fan of the other Mario RPG games, it's definitely worth buying and definitely worth playing. So I give this game a well-deserved 4 out of 5. My next review, YouTube, will be Pokemon Soul Silver for the DS. But I haven't got time for that today, YouTube, so I'll cover that one next time. Bye!